it's me, Thomas Lockwood, doing this video a bit late because M14 just came out on MTGO and me still thinking of actually playing MTGO on officially. And well, let's ignore that and let's literally jump into what we're talking about today. Draw a card. These ones are effects that lets you draw a card in some way, shape or form, or does something with a draw. Sorry about that. There's only one that talks about a draw. The rest actually draw you a card at least. So we'll talk about them each. Arcanus, the opponent and surname, I don't care. He's 6 mana, triple blue and free. Tap, draw a card for 3/4 body. That's quite nice. With an additional thing, he may pay double blue and 2 to bounce him back to the hand. Sweet. Next one, Azami, Lady of Scrolls. She's a 0/2 for triple blue and 2. She is the most powerfulest legendary creature, with the exception of one on this list. I have to say this in this collection today. She literally says, tap and untap wizard you control. Draw a card. These creatures do not need haste to tap, so you can tap her with the turn you cast her. You untap your wizards to tap them again to draw more cards, like the Arcanus, but better. And she is one of the best legendary creatures out there, so congrats on her. Next one I'm talking about is Ginger Taxis. Core Agu. It's a 10 mana, the most expensive legendary creature I physically talk about so far. There was one that cost 10, but I didn't talk about him. So he's a 5/4 for Flash. That's not too bad. I'd rather have him fly him, but I understood he couldn't. At the beginning of your end step, you draw 7 cards. Have no maximum hand size, and you keep them 7. Otherwise, you just cycle your hand. Get Tamiya's emblem off, and you have a nice fun game. And even more fun, because this is the card, each opponent's maximum hand size is reduced by 7. Your maximum size is 7 at the beginning of the game, meaning this will go down to 0. Seems fair and legit. The only reason why the commander isn't used as much as he should have is because literally his commander cost is 10. That's a bit expensive. Next one we're going to talk about is Kamal Crescent off the Crescent Moon. Now, even if he does draw your cards, your opponent's going to gain more from it. Because at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws a card, meaning they draw 2 cards during their draw step. Seems fair. He's double blue, 1/3. It's okay. He's one from that set that isn't broken, but at the same time, not uber good. So, hey, whatever. Next one, Lusu, Woo Advisor. He's 5 mana, double blue and 3. 1/2. On your turn, before you attack, you may tap to draw a card. That's what it says in the original. Pretty much it says, before combat step, you may tap to draw a card. That's okay. You wouldn't really use him other than for the expensiveness, because he is from Portal's 3 Kingdoms, so I have this Portal's 3 Kingdoms. Ha ha. I don't care if I lose. I have money. Ugh. Next one I'm going to talk about is Luzatsu, Scholar General. Double blue and 2. Horsemanship. 1/3. Whenever he deals damage to our opponent, which he most probably does, I don't know if this is combat damage or damage, but you may draw a card. That's fine. You could use him as commander, but you'd have to give him a lot of pump, which blue sort of does, so seems fair. Next one is Raiden, Anarchenic Chancellor. Now, this is where you have to hope your opponents have targetable spells. Because whenever you or opponent you control is targeted by a spell ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. If she is enchanted, you may draw another card. This means any spot removal they use, you draw 1 or 2 cards. As long as she's enchanted, you draw 2. If she's not enchanted, you draw 1. That's fine. For 3 mana, this isn't actually too bad of a commander. 1 blue and 2. And she's a 1/1, which is a bit weak, but enchantments can pump her up, so seems fair. Next one, Solamamau. First of Dream. For 6 mana, double blue and 4, it's not one of the most dreamiest ones in there. He's a star flyer. His power and toughness is equal to the number of cards in your hand. 4 colorless mana and return a land you control to the owner's hand, draw a card. Meaning whenever time you use this ability, you're pumping him too. So you know that pump spell you need on your commander, all them desperately, and you have 4 mana open. You can just do this and you get a card advantage at the same time. Seems fair. Tomorrow is the next one. Wait, what? Oh, I mean the legendary creature tomorrow. Sorry, I didn't mean I'm doing it tomorrow. I love that joke. Azami's Familiar. Yes, Azami appears twice in this list. Not a coincidence. This is the one that scraped it in the draw effects, but it still counts. It's a 6 mana 1/5, meaning it's a pretty big ass. No offense. Blue and 5, right? So that's sorted. Whenever you would draw a card, see it says draw a card, look at the top 3 cards of your library instead. Put one of those cards into your hand, the rest of the bottom of your library in any order, meaning you counter so many things and you do well. The last one, which is the best legendary creature in this folder at this current point, but not for EDH as much. But for Legacy, Vintage, Standard, Modern, he was a bomb. Viridian. Just spat a bit. Sorry. Now, this is a double blue and 1/3/1. This is actually not too bad. With flash and flying. That's a nice combination. When he enters the battlefield, look at target player's hand. This can be your own. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player reveals the chosen card, puts it on the bottom, and then draws a card. It cycles the card. It's not great as commander, but boy, if I could run a place of any card in my mono blue illusion deck, this would be the one. This is over, guys. This one's out a bit late because, like I said, I'm blonde. And, well, I hope to speak to you Monday. Bye-bye.